Yeah, so since we're just sitting here, there's another letter.
From which we hope to learn ourselves.
Correct. Dear Terence and Beth, I am your avid fan. And thank you for everything you do for the country. I am Sheila, married to a Canadian for 12 years, but I found out he cheated on me and bought another house in North Cebu for another woman. Money for him is not a problem. He's a retired engineer and has many investment. The way he looked at me 12 years ago is not the way he looked at me now. We don't have a child, so I decided to file annulment and have a freedom from being trapped or married to a foreigner for money and convenient life. Let us know from your viewers who has the same destiny how they did it and what they can advise on me.
How they did it.
Sheila. Let us know from your viewers who has the same destiny how they did it. Complicated.
Well, in my particular case, I've been the victim and I've been the aggressor. I've been the bad guy and I've been the good guy. And what I've learned is that once there is an infidelity, then it's never going to work. Some people survive it, I know. I haven't found that works for me, on either side of the coin, okay? But it sounds like you've made up your mind to do that. And personally, I think you're right to do that. Now, we'll leave it to our subscribers in watching this video and listening to your letter as to how to do it. It seems to me that the first thing in almost any country that you're in is to file a separation. Now let's look at that as if it's the most wonderful miracle that's going to happen for you tomorrow. Let's say that tomorrow morning you buy a lottery ticket and in the afternoon you find out that you've won $200 million. Okay? If you haven't filed a separation where you separate your affairs pending the annulment or divorce, then you would have to give 100 million of that money to your husband who has already betrayed you. Now that I'm trying to oversimplify things, okay? But there will be a way of going at it, and perhaps it will be worth it at this stage, instead of going on anecdotal evidence, like from me, what was my experience, or what was Beth's experience, or what was your friend Doris's experience. Why don't you go to an attorney who is recommended to you as being fair, pay the fee. It will, for a talk, it will not be an excessive fee. You go to him and you ask his advice and ask him what the process is, and then you will know what to do. And then, as I say, I think the first step is to get a separation. Because at some point, depending on what country you are in, you will be entitled after, was it 12 years?
Yeah, I think
12 years.
10.
After 12 years, you will be entitled to half of the marital assets. So I'm guessing that you should protect your interests there, but get an source or from source advice, and that's someone who earns his living by doing this for people as a service.
Remember, in America, if you file a divorce, whatever asset you have, you'll pay the woman. Correct?
Whatever assets. Yeah, that's why I say depending on where she is living and depending on where she was married.
Yeah.
If she was married in the Philippines, that would be an unfortunate thing, because then you will be down to annulment, which I believe takes quite a time, because I hear so many people who get trapped in this whole thing of annulment. So let's hope that you were married in America or in the UK or Australia or somewhere in the West where you can actually file, if you're in America, you can file for divorce, and it may take only a few weeks for that case to be heard. And depending on whether you've managed to sit down with your husband and iron out what will be yours, then it can be fairly quick. If you caught him having bought a house for someone, for some other woman in the Philippines, you're not going to have to argue very hard in front of the judge that you are the victim, or that you are the one that is losing out.
You know, my advice to her, as what Darren's saying, is you need to go to the attorney. You know, and you need to make sure that it's already been documented of what happened.
It's
right?
already what?
Documented what happened, because your husband can turn it in the other way.
Yeah.
You know, and then if your husband turn it in another way and saying that you are unfaithful to him, then it's another sad story, right? So you know, because your husband could made another story in order you will not get anything. You know.
I think it will be unlikely that she doesn't get anything.
No, I don't think so. Because remember,
Well, you say, no, I don't think so. You don't think so what?
no, and what my point is,
You don't think I'm right there?
I think you're right. But what I point is, what if remember the first that who cheated is the husband, right? And if she will not go to the attorney.
She didn't say that she cheated on the husband.
No, I mean the husband cheated on her.
The husband cheated on her.
And in the other side of the coin, the husband could turn that cheated and saying that it's her that cheated on him, so that all the properties will never be she will not get anything, right? I saw that in some drama.
Beth, I don't think it's true that if she was unfaithful to him, she wouldn't get anything. She was married to a man that she was committed to for 12 years.
Remember.
And she is entitled to whatever they earned together, unless they had a prenuptial.
But remember, if she cheated to her husband, right? If she cheated,
Well, we got to go on what we were given.
Yes.
She didn't cheat.
In other words, if the husband saying, "Oh, she cheated on me," and I have some evidence, so you know, I could bring her to court and cannot do anything on me, you know. So that's why I said you need to be defensive. Defensive, is that right word?
Well, while he is presenting this evidence of how she cheated on him, which we're not told has happened, the fact that he cheated on her with another woman who he is now supporting in a house that he built for her in the Philippines, that would be ignored.
Yeah.
So she would be. Are you saying that she would be punished for being unfaithful by not getting anything, but he would be allowed to get another woman?
What I mean is, for example, right? Example, the husband. If the husband would reverse the story, that's what I mean. You know.
Well, he can say what he wants, but if it's not true,
yeah, that's another thing.
he will have to be. You know.
I'm just telling the other side. You know, the defense. What do you call that? The aggressive defense.
Yes, that's true.
But overall, ma'am, you know, it's better for you to walk away. You know, one mistake will always be mistake, and can be.
It's not a mistake.
It's totally mistake.
Beth thinks of these things as a mistake. I don't think it's not a mistake. You know, if you're driving in your car and somebody crashes into you, that's a mistake, right? But when your life is affected by something that you did or he did, that's not a mistake. That was a choice that was made, which is the basis upon which you want to be out of this.
The world, you know, the world is full of temptation. You know, the marriage life is full of temptation. But you know, that's why before you married, we saw some visitor married with a Filipina saying before you married, you need to make sure of your feelings. You know, you need to make sure that that's the last person that you wanted to be with. You know, so on your case, ma'am, it just happened that it's a sad marriage. But I'm sure that after that, there's still a good destiny waiting for you and a good story of your love to be
Well, let's
unfolded.
assume that she got married when she was 20. So she's now 32,
Yeah.
which is younger than you, right? So she still has a life ahead of her,
Yeah, still a
especially
lot of,
especially if she's in America.
yeah, and besides, there's still a lot of foreigner that's still looking for 42, 50. Those foreigner that's longing for companionship, right? Instead of physical attachment. So there's someone out there. So don't be worried. Your husband your husband did you a good favor to escape on that kind of relationship. Toxic
because
relationship. I need to feed the
It-
dog now, so
It didn't just happen yesterday, did it?
yeah.
You must have known for a while that this is. It must have taken a few months just to build the house. So it's not like this was a total surprise to you. However, it must have been a shock to find out that he'd done that much behind your back. And I sympathise with you. And I hope that you will be able to survive this and go on and have a happy life. God bless.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, and we look for we hope and wish that you will be having a good life later on after this kind
So-
of storm.
Let us know how it goes. You can always communicate. You can find us on Facebook Messenger, and you can always let us know how you've been doing. I'm sure that people who are going to be listening to your story will be interested to know how you got along. Bye for now.
Yeah, so have a great day. Thank you so much, ma'am, and God bless. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.